You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your full roster of weekly spoilers from Monday, February 19th, all the way through Friday, February 23rd. We have got so much to unpack. We've got murder, we've got mayhem, we've got somebody else in a coma. How many people can we have in a coma at once? And amnesiacs, because it seems like we're about to have a second one. Things are insane. I'm going to unpack all of this for you. We have at least 4 spoilers for every single day. On a couple of the days, I've actually got 5. I'm so excited to tell you all about these. If you haven't, though, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. Now, let's dig in. Monday, February 19th, 2024, season 59, episode 126 of Days of Our Lives. We've got Jada confronting Everett. She accuses him of being her ex, Bobby. So on Friday, we have a double date starting, it looks like, with Jada and Rafe and Everett and Stephanie. Now, what's interesting is Everett saw Jada the other day and turned around and walked out, but he didn't make any move to run away. I feel like there is something split going on in his head. We'll find out more later in the week. We have Kayla finding out Tripp did not show up for work. That is very suspicious. And considering the crime spree that's going on in town and the threat his mother is under, not a good look. Maggie Horton spends Valentine's evening with terrible Konstantin Meleounis. Although now that I found out about the pawn killing Katerina, I do feel a little more open towards him, I guess is the right word. Paulina Price is recovering from her throat cancer surgery, her thyroid cancer surgery, and Abe is there, and Chanel is there, and her newly minted son-in-law, Johnny DiMera, is there as well. All right, Tuesday, February 20th, 2024, season 59, episode 127. We've got Brady Black opening up to Marlena Evans. He's telling her about some issues that he's got, and I wonder if he is talking about the draw back towards Theresa. I don't know if he's still having this draw towards Kristen, and he, is arguing with Kristen when he goes to meet Rachel, so it's just all very messy. Hopefully Doc can give him some strategies to get this all straightened out. We've got Theresa Donovan completely and totally butthurt because Alex Kiriakis refused to propose to her. So she has decided to take her toys and go. She is packing her bag. I'm sure he's going to try and talk her out of it. We also have Roman Brady looking for something fun, and he wants a private dinner with Kate Roberts. Meanwhile, Sloan Petersen complains to Melinda Trask about how her marriage isn't all it's cracked up to be. She's not getting enough lovin' from Eric. The baby's always crying, and she is frazzled. Plus, Leo is blackmailing her. It's the same complaint she has had, but she's getting closer to the point where she is going to break. And boy, is she going to break in a big way. And Stefan warns Ava that Clyde Weston is furious and cornered and even more dangerous than he already was. Wednesday, February 21st, 2024 is episode 128 of the current season. We have that whole geocaching thing going on, and I'm not sure if that's when this item is found I'm about to tell you about, or if for some reason it is something to do with the Horton house that burned down. So the spoiler is that someone finds a vintage box, and I don't know if it's the geocaching thing because that's last week, but that same day that it's found, Doug and Julie go with Maggie Kiriakis over to the Horton house to see if there's any way to salvage anything. And we've got Kate Roberts with Roman Brady and also John Black and Marlena meeting them there to try and help the situation. We're going to get a flashback, an old school flashback, it sounds like, to a young Tom and Alice Horton picnicking in the park, unless we're going to have new scenes and it's going to be one of those new flashbacks of older characters. We'll see how it goes. Leo Stark is grilling Julie not really grilling her. He is questioning her. He wants to know more about Salem's founding family history, more about the Hortons. I think he's going to write about the house burning since it's historic and it's a landmark and all that, and now it's gone. Thursday, February 22nd, 2024, season 59, episode 129 of Days of Our Lives. Brady and Theresa head to the juvie shrink facility to see their son, Tate Black. Tate was not very happy about basically being sent to juvie rehab when he's not the druggie. Holly was the druggie, but they said it's better than big boy jail where he got his butt kicked. So this is the first time we're going to have seen Tate Black in, I don't know, like 4 weeks or so. He left at about the same time that Holly left town with her mom, Nicole. Also, somebody is going to kidnap Tripp and Wendy Shin on Thursday. Anybody want to guess what drug dealer that's in prison is responsible for it? Oh, you know, it is Clyde. Of course it's Clyde. Wendy works for the cops and Tripp is Ava's son. Now, maybe Wendy was just grabbed as a crime of opportunity, or maybe because she does have a job at the SPD. So we'll see, but I'm sure it's more of Clyde's foul flunkies doing this rotten, rotten deed. Ava tells Rafe Hernandez about her secret deal with Harris Michaels. Harris, by the way, remains unconscious. I don't know if he's going to be on a ventilator or just in a coma. I think just kind of laying there unconscious. And Steve crushes Stephanie with evidence that Everett and Bobby are the same guy. So I'm guessing Everett is going to play the card of, oh no, that wasn't me. You were just married to a guy who looks like me. But then Steve does his due diligence and says it's the same guy. That same day, Jada confronts Everett and talks to him about their shared history, their life, how he betrayed her, how he cheated, how he bought another woman a ring from a jewelry store. I just wonder really if his brain is broken. Again, either there's something medically wrong with him, and I have heard something about him going to Kayla for a diagnosis, or he's just a lying piece of crap and he is Nick Fallon 2.0, Nick all over again, although I do like Blake as Nick. All right, we're going to close out next week on Friday, February 23rd with episode 130 of the current season. Konstantin wants answers from Steve about the pawn, about why his love Katerina was killed. He is furious. He does have a chip on his shoulder, and I get it. I totally get why he has it. Stefan goes to meet with Clyde at Statesville. Gosh, I hope Stefan is going to wise up and wear a wire so they can get a conviction for Clyde for all this bad stuff and just put him in a pit somewhere, bury him, and forget about it. Rafe has his eyes on Xander as his top suspect in at least one of these crimes. There were 2 shootings, 1 arson, and Xander insists he didn't do it. And guess what? Sarah Horton and Justin Kiriakis believe him, and they are standing behind him, which is good because we know he didn't do it. So yeah, they need to let him go. They're just rounding up the usual suspects. And Harris, by the way, remains unconscious. He is still unconscious by the end of next week. Ava is at his side. She's confessing some of her sins, telling him that she loves him, and hopefully, maybe she'll give him a little kiss and we'll have a sleeping beauty thing and she'll wake him right up. All right, that is the extent. All of the full weekly day spoilers I have for you. Come back this weekend for 2-week spoilers and come back every day for more stuff on Days of Our Lives. We are here 7 days a week talking about days. And this is, as always, Belinda from Soap Dirt. Please drop your comments. Definitely subscribe if you haven't, and come back soon.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.